Alright, so today we're going to be talking about end behavior, vertical asymptotes, x-intercepts, and y-intercepts, and how they all relate to each other. We've kind of talked about this already-ish. Just kind of reviewing it, because I guess you guys have forgotten it, not gonna lie. So it says, graph the rational function by hand, including all of the above, if they exist. So we need to find the end behavior of the function, again, using that limit notation, which you guys are kind of getting familiar with. Some of these problems might even be repeats already. But the end behavior, we're going to have two different end behaviors, technically, and that's going to be from negative infinity to positive infinity. Alright, so that's the one that we know. We'd have the limit as x approaches positive infinity, which means I'm looking as the graph is going to the right. What value is it going towards? Well, it's going to continue to go up and up and up and up and up forever. So since it's going up and up forever, that means that it is approaching infinity, which is a direction, not a number. All right, what about my limits as x approaches negative infinity? Well, as it's approaching negative infinity, it looks like it just kind of bottoms out over here, and it looks like it's approaching this value of 1. Okay. And then we've also got these magic pieces of graph now that we're going to talk about that say, hey, well, I've also got pieces going off my graph at the ends of my graph that go off the graph this way as well. Well, how I'm going to list that is I'm actually going to say, okay, well, what value of x am I approaching? Well, my value of x that I'm approaching is -1, -2. So I'm going to have this limit as x approaches -2. But at -2, I'm approaching from two different sides. So how I indicate that I am approaching the right-hand side, I am actually going to use a little plus to say, hey, I am coming in from the right. Well, as I'm coming in from the right, I'm using this piece of this function. And then coming from the right, I'm going to keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up forever. So that would actually be towards positive infinity. Versus, now, if I say, okay, well, I've got the limit, and I'm still going to -2. And I'm going to say, okay, well, I'm approaching -2, but again, -2 has two different kinds of limits. And I've already taken care of the right-hand side with the plus sign, so hopefully we're like, hey, maybe it's a minus. Yeah, it's a minus that goes there to indicate that I'm coming in from the left. Well, from the left, I'm using this piece of graph. And then all of a sudden at -2, I'm going down and down and down forever. So down forever means that I'm approaching negative infinity. And that's it. So those are the ones we didn't talk about. All right. And that's it. End behavior is just what your graph is doing literally at the edges. Anywhere where it runs off an edge, no matter if it's on the right and the left or the top and bottom, those pieces are going to have a limit notation involved. I'm just explaining what you guys know about limit notation. I'll see you guys in my next video.